What's up, guys? Welcome back to Chart Striker. This is your host, Dana. So, this is, well, talk about streaming often. Well, at least I feel that way. So, this is the second stream today, and I did do a stream earlier today. We went through some stocks, we went through many altcoins as well. So on this one, we're just gonna focus on the monthly close, on what's going on, and then I'm gonna discuss something important like this month. How this month plays out is super important because it is gonna be setting the tone for the coming months, okay? So we have to be prepared for what could come and, just talk about what we're seeing. So, monthly candle close came half an hour ago, something like that. It closed pretty red, okay, pretty red. Thing is, even though it did close pretty red, we are still above that critical level, okay? Now, I'm not saying that should make us feel like, okay, well, all is well, because this I do not like that much. Thing is, at the same time, we do have crazy enough, but let's head over to the other chart. That one, not that one either. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, we are like in some type of bull flag at the moment. Like, we gotta see it because if we look at it from this way, I mean, just looking at it from this way, it seems a bit like it's in very big trouble, right? Like, it looks like it, right? Especially if this support doesn't hold. But if you look at this chart, you do see this bull flag, okay? So if we come all the way to these levels, it's still fine. It wouldn't be that fine though if we break, below the flag, right? That's a different situation. So what I'm trying to say is monthly Eastern's not looking that good. Okay, so how this monthly candle closes in a month is gonna be important because, guys, if it manages to close below this level, and remember what I said last time, if any monthly candle close below this area, 25,659, 25,600, you don't want that. You do not want that. If you're a bull, you do not want that. But as a shorting opportunity, it could be something, because then we could actually see these levels, okay? No joke. We could see these levels. If this is broken, yeah, then probability is higher. We come to this support, okay? So this month, it's make or break time. Like, it's super important. See how it's gonna close, because prior monthly candle close, it wasn't the best. Then let me have a look at the index as well. Do not forget that we have this monthly nice divergence, okay? Monthly nice divergence. Problem is, kind of hit resistance already, right? We hit this monthly resistance right here. So question is, are oscillators gonna start turning positive sometime this month? Because if that happens and MACD, we get that bullish MACD crossover without price really completely breaking down below 25.3, it could mean something. It could mean something good, but If all that fails, then I'm gonna see it as some sort of a sign to be careful, like a bit careful, okay? So yeah, make or break time. We'll see what happens. RSI is around neutral territories at the moment. It's good it didn't close below this level. At the same time, it could have closed better, much better, but it's okay. And by the way, another thing I don't want to see, like this candle comes up all the way here, then by the end of the month it turns into some sort of a shooting star. Okay, so I'm giving you different scenarios. Okay, different scenarios, so we can think of different outcomes, like what happens if this happens, what happens if this happens. Because this month, I mean, how many candles have, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know how many of you are like familiar with the Tom DeMark, you know, Tom DeMark's TD sequential. So counting, you know, the candles, we are at important levels, like, okay, 6, 7, 8, like, okay, 2 to 3 months more, like we could consolidate, maybe 2 months, something like that. But I'm just yeah, I'd rather be a bit cautious and see if this level is gonna hold. If it does, good. If not, yeah, these levels very possible. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing, like, because if hypothetically, if I was to trade it and I see that happen, just, you know, flipping from a bull to a bear, simply. So let's say it fails to hold as we're talking, and we see even a weekly candle close somewhere below these levels, right? Somewhere below these levels. We're talking about 11% on a weekly, 8 to 11%, okay? In general, if that happens. So yeah, that's Bitcoin, friends. Like, I wanted to explain to you how significant this month is. Like, you're not gonna hear this like coming out from many people, because a lot of people, I don't think they do the counting and so on. So keep that in mind. Now let's head over to the daily and see what's going on there. Look, still not good. It's okay. We still didn't close below, you know, below this level, but at the same time, like, it's not the best time. That bad divergence is still developing, like it hasn't even played out. That is a problem. It hasn't even played out, okay? So we will see what happens, and I bet Ethereum is still looking better. Because all this time, like the whole week, Ethereum has been looking better for some reason, right? Let's see now. Monthly Ethereum. Actually, not much. Looking at some things, not much, okay? We also have some nice divergence on the monthly, but things are kind of looking horrible at the moment. Okay, daily. Still, that negative divergence has really not played out completely, if I think about it. Well, according to TA, hasn't played out completely, right? So, meaning we could see this consolidate a bit more. And I just noticed prior daily candle closed below the short-term moving average. Not the best thing to see, and it is still below the short-term moving average. Looking at the monthly, it's a bit better here looking at the moving averages, but look guys, we kind of came and touched support, okay? Resistance flipped to support, which is not bad. Do I see any divergence at the moment? No. Do I see any weakness from the bears? Like at the moment, looking at the, excuse me, the bulls, a little bit. Are they completely gone? No. Looking at the shorter time frames, look, if we can get above this level, not if we can't even close a 4-hourly candle above 1898, guys, it's not gonna like it's not gonna be faster for Ethereum to reach, you know, the next level. It's gonna take its time, right? So we'll see what happens. At the moment we got rejected. Look, this the top of this box, it's acted as some sort of a support, and now it's acting as some sort of a resistance at the moment, okay? On the 4-hourly though, some sort of positive divergence, but I wouldn't rely on this one. I'd take it with a grain of salt. Not trusting this one. We'll see what happens. Let it because yeah, bulls look exhausted a bit, you know, so give it some like 2 days or so just to see what happens, you know, so it can mature a bit, so we see like we get some more information. Right now monthly just started, like we'll see what happens, but I'd give it a little bit of a time so one can see what direction it's going when it comes to the daily and weekly, of course, because looking at the 4-hourly, like one can do a lot with this, for example, right? Or how can I explain? Let me show you something. Hold on. I'm gonna show you something. So, like if I was gonna play the hourly instead, because daily we need some time to let it, you know, we gotta give it some time to mature, right? But looking at the hourly, for example, I would have well, can't do much with it now. Yeah, I'd probably not do anything actually at these levels, nothing, because it's not smart at the moment, guys. Just better to give it some time. It's looking chippy choppy, you know, and when it's choppy like this a bit, you'd rather wait, because okay, we got rejected at resistance around these levels, but if I was to ask you, is there any reason except for the divergence? There was really not much, right? And now sure, it can come all the way down here, but I'm thinking, you know, risk to reward ratio, like is it worth it? Maybe if you're scalping, maybe, otherwise rather wait it out. It's not like people are panicking if they caught the correct, you know, levels before the move happened, and then they're reaping what they saw, right? But yeah, Ethereum, if we come back down here, fine, really fine. What we do not want to see is the same thing I said earlier today. The price action to get back within this channel, and you know, and this turning into a lower high. Okay, because lower high. Get it? It's kind of the same with Bitcoin, right? At this lower high. We don't want this to be a lower high. We want things to hold so it can break, you know, get above this level, invalidate that negative divergence, and show us some action. All right, let's move on. Whoa, guys. So GRT closed. Okay. That was a nice swing to the upside. Real nice one. Alright, let's monthly can't do much. Weekly unnecessary at the moment. Well, not that unnecessary, huh? I mean, this has room to go, guys. Let me check the shorter time frame moving averages. Hold on. RTSTT. Yeah, this definitely has some room to go a bit higher, guys. Looking at this weekly, I kind of missed it. Just seeing it now. But careful now, careful, okay? Weekly, yes, it's like fine. There is no nice divergence, nothing like that, but Eastern is looking fine. Plus, we're holding above that short-term moving average, like it's holding as support, right? But daily, we have some positive momentum on the oscillators, okay? At the moment, there is no divergence, but like I said last time we saw this, I think I also said that it could go up. Hold on, I think I did. We did have a look at this. Ralph, do you remember? I don't know why, but I feel like we spoke about this because anyways, I would be a bit cautious because we are very close to resistance. Very close to resistance. Like, fine, we could go a bit higher, okay? We could go a bit higher, maybe all the way to 0.1459. But I'd be careful because it's not a lot of, okay, 8%, but it's at like risky levels. We are at resistance also. Like first resistance daily, second resistance around these levels, okay? Third all the way up here. For hourly, there is no negative divergence. Oscillators are still positive. Excuse me, take that back. There is some negative divergence developing on the 4-hourly time frame. It's not complete though, but it's definitely developing, okay? Keep that in mind. Like, look, I'd rather wait and see for something like this to happen. For example, there is support around these levels. Hold on. Right, this is the 4-hourly support, and if I just do this, even on the 3-hourly, it's even on the hourly. Okay, so this is a 4-hourly and hourly support. Okay, let me just mark it. Cool. So if we see a close below this level right here, okay, on a 4-hourly time frame, next support I'll be looking at, it's not far away, but would be somewhere around these levels, okay, right by that short-term moving average. But what I like looking at the 4-hourly, short term is trying to cross above the long term. It's trying, it's not there yet, but it's definitely, you know, curving up, right? Daily could have been better, guys. It could have been better, right? But this is what you have to see. Old resistance has flipped to support, and it held, and you know, it kind of, you know, did a swing, back tested, and just is continuing at the moment, right? So GRT looking interesting, especially like long term. And by the way, guys, Patreon, as you guys know, I already have trade setups, hypothetical trade setups out there, and they're for like hypothetical swing trade setups, so it's like not stressy and so on and so forth. And then eventually I am gonna be slowly putting out scalp, you know, the more members we got, like the more we will get, you know, to do those fun stressful things. But at the moment it's just, you know, swing trades, so it could take its time, but it's cool. I mean, some of them have been, you know, well, have already started playing out. Some, not everyone, so not all of them, so there's still a chance. And yeah, so anybody who wants to sign up, remember, tomorrow is better, okay? Tomorrow, just to be sure, tomorrow is better, right? Because in some parts of the country, I think it's maybe not the end of the month yet, so we gotta give it some time. So tomorrow is best. Okay, now let's move on. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, if you want to be an annual member, not that I have a lot of content out there at the moment, but if you want to be an annual member, you can do so as well. And yeah, I mean, it's a way to support the community as well, you know. So the stream got some back. Yeah, guys, it's up, it's in the description, so when you want, you know where to find it. Okay, so GRT not looking bad on the weekly. I would have loved a bit more confirmation, but it's really not looking bad, okay? And daily, I'd rather wait for it, you know, for a bit of a pullback on the 4-hourly time frame. If I see any close below this level, next support will be around this area. Simple. Now let's move on. Let's have a look at Cardano. I feel like it's feeling left out because we haven't spoken about it earlier today either. Okay, so Cardano, what happened? We couldn't even reach this level. Okay, there was no change of polarity, like it's still pretty much struggling, okay? We are right back at support levels again, and if we see a close below this area with some follow through, next support is all the way around these levels, guys. Okay, so watch out. Let's see how the monthly, wow, okay. Yeah, I'm not liking this on Cardano. I am not. I mean, if looks like the bulls seem a bit exhausted, daily. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. We got some negative divergence as well, but it's already playing out, so nothing new. It's already playing out. In short, important. If this doesn't hold, we can come and test these levels, okay? If this area fails to hold around 0.3668, right? Okay. Yeah, that's Cardano. Your resistance. Around these levels, that is before we hit this one. Okay, so we need to get above what 0.3834-ish. If we can see a 4-hourly candle close above this level, good enough to push Cardano a bit further up. Okay, now when I was looking at the 4-hourly a bit earlier, I thought maybe it's trying to form some sort of a bull flag. Now that is not the case anymore, okay, because there is no bull flag that looks like this, right? Okay, we'll see what happens. I just do not see any signs of exhaustion from the bears on the 4-hourly, not on the hourly. This support better hold, and then next candle, which is in a minute, okay, next hourly candle. Hopefully there's some different development after that, otherwise not the best. On the hourly, resistance also around 0.3846-ish, 0.3864-ish, and yeah, support pretty much the same, somewhere around these levels. Okay, that's Cardano. So we're done with Bitcoin, we're done with Ethereum, done with Cardano. Guys, are you still alive? How you doing? I mean, the whole at least my list, like most things are red, most the assets, except for maybe GRT at the moment. Let's see what this one's doing. Okay, ApeCoin, it's been a while. Oh my, what's going on? ApeCoin, not aping anymore. This is not what. Okay, last resort for ApeCoin. Well, we are somewhere there. Okay, if this support fails to hold, fine. Lower we go. So our monthly candle close, it's pretty not in favor of the bulls, if I may say so. Okay, so let's have a look at the daily. Okay, this is looking much better, nice. Yeah, no, not good enough. Not good. But then again, if we close above this level, look guys, we got resistance around 3.326. Then we got resistance around this area, literally by the short-term moving average, okay? Around 3.5, 3.6. Like, if we can see a close, a daily candle close, you know, above this supply line right now at the moment, then sure, we could, you know, come and test these levels. But talking about, let's say, from this level to this level, is it worth it? 8%? Well, if one is scalping, yeah, it's worth. If one is scalping, otherwise maybe not. So, you know, that's right. Daily, we still got that positive momentum on the oscillators. We have some nice divergence, though. We have some nice divergence on the daily, so developing at the moment. Not bad. Same time, that positive momentum is pretty weak. Okay, it's weak. But then again, don't forget lagging indicators. So I think we might see some action, you know, to the upside, even if it's just, you know, to these levels from here to here, you know, somewhere around these levels, 6% up or something, and then we'll see it either comes to that level, it either, hold on, does something like this, you know, comes up and then maybe could consolidate here. Then it's either gonna break back down or it just consolidates just to go a bit higher to that level we were just, you know, speaking about, around, you know, this area right here. Okay, that's the, well, these are the two different scenarios that I have in mind, because I like how it's looking on the daily. Like, it looks like, yeah, we could see most likely that we see a move, you know, to the upside, whether it be 5% or 8%. Of course, any close above this level, yeah, see eventually around these areas. Okay, 3.9, 3.8, somewhere there. Okay, let's move on. I mean, I don't know if there's a lot more to add, because the most important one that I wanted to speak about was Bitcoin's monthly close. Besides, I was earlier today, for those of you who missed it, we did Bitcoin. Well, of course, we did Bitcoin and Ethereum, but we did Lena, BNB, AVAX, XRP, XDC, and a few others, Roku, Apple, Google, but those are traditional, you know, assets when it comes to the traditional market, I mean. So yeah, we did a few. So I don't know if I should just call it a day. On a long day, it's 3 a.m. or maybe I should give you guys a minute in case you have a request. So I'll give you a minute. If everybody is sleeping or just lurking, then we'll continue tomorrow, right? Okay, friends, seems like people are snoozing today, right? Snoozing. So, okay. Then, friends, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all the love, support, likes. I see those likes, coming in just when I go live these days, and it's fun to see. It's fun to see. So thank you. I'm grateful for that. Much love to all of you, and as usual, if you find the contents to be interesting and so on and so forth, please to consider, subscribing, liking, sharing, and so on and so forth. And until next time, friends, take care and good night.